Hello everybody, how's it going? You may be wondering to yourself, I wonder why Bo is talking in his deep voice right now. The reason that I'm doing that is because today we are looking at aCookieGod! And aCookieGod's bio on his channel is the weird dude with a deep voice. And I'ma keep it real. When I look at this profile photo, the first thing I think to myself is not
deep manly voice.
So I want to find out. This guy usually does gaming videos. He's a very popular gaming creator, but he also has animated stories. Look at this. He's got 4 storytime animations. Obviously, I'm not going to react to his Minecraft videos. I wanted to look at my most embarrassing childhood stories because that is the pinnacle of storytime animations. It's a little bit of everything, and it is such a good way to get to know a YouTuber. So let's get into it.
Today we're gonna be sharing our very embarrassing stories about our childhood with my good old friend Brick.
That is pretty deep.
Oh, my life has been a total embarrassment.
We're gonna see who had the most embarrassing moments in our childhood by ranking our stories 1 to 10. Also, let us know in the comments.
All right.
That's a pretty deep voice.
He is like pretty close to the microphone in order to do that. That's one trick, by the way. Notice how my voice sounds a little bit different when I'm farther away. It has a little bit less presence. But when I come close, that's when it's like, oh yeah.
Also, let us know in the comments which story was the most embarrassing.
Word.
I almost don't want to share these stories to millions of people. All right, let's roll a dice to see who goes first.
All right, here we go. Roll it, buddy.
Okay, rolling. Oh, please, 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 please. Me?
Yeah, you going first, buddy.
Oh, no.
Man.
Okay, before we start,
no.
just a warning. These stories aren't little boring ones like, oh, I walked into the wrong class, or oops, I forgot my wallet. These stories we're about to tell were so embarrassing. Half of these stories...
Yo, this ain't your dad's childhood stories. This is that real stuff. This is that real... I didn't even swear there. I just thought it would be funny to censor that. Okay, let's go.
Half of these stories involve bodily fluids, so
Oh, no.
brace yourselves.
Yeah, if anybody's eating while watching this, I'm sorry.
All right, the first story might be my most self-embarrassing moment of my life. This happened when I was like 15 years old. I was in middle school in grade 9. So in grade 9, I met this girl, which was my girlfriend for 6 years, and she was like a white girl. So she was like an endangered species in our school. Everybody's eyes were on this girl.
Oh, is your whole school just full of Asians or what?
I went to a Chinese school, so literally like 90% of people were Chinese.
It's like a golden...
Then what did this girl's family just happen to live near this school? How does this end up happening?
It's like a golden ticket. You're like, yeah, I need that one.
Yeah, like that is our way out of poverty.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, bro.
So I started rizzing her up and we actually got along like very well. And we hung out every morning before class, before school started, because she was in a smart class and I was in like the dumb class. So we would never have class together.
I said no surprise there.
Yeah, for real.
This guy's voice sounds great. I really like his voice. I need to see how close he is to his microphone when he records.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he's swallowing that thing.
Away. Oh my god.
Okay. So this guy doesn't have a superhuman voice. He just has a deepish voice and he talks really close to the microphone when it's time to go.
I said no surprise there.
Yeah, for real. I would wake up at like 7 in the morning and I would not brush my teeth. I wouldn't wash my face. I would literally just put on like any clothes on the floor.
Brush
like,
your teeth,
old,
bro.
Dirty underwear, like 7 weeks old. I just put it on. I wouldn't eat anything. I just run to the bus. It was disgusting.
No wonder you still stink to this day. Now I know where you actually got it from.
Yeah, that's why I don't leave the house anymore. So during this time, I was just standing there waiting for the bus, and I literally had this thought. I was like, wow, my underwear feels really comfortable today. I'm not even lying.
No.
I don't know why I felt this, but I was like, it feels
He
so
said
soft
bodily
today.
fluids.
Oh god, no.
Dude, yeah, this is where it gets bad. So like, I see the bus turn in the corner, so I'm like, oh yeah, the bus is here. I'm not late. I didn't miss it. And the second the bus is like,
Guys, do not guess what bodily fluid it is in the comments below, okay? Do not guess in the comments.
and the second the bus is like creeping up towards me, the bus driver's looking at me and I'm looking at him, and I feel this fart coming.
Oh no.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna fart right now before I get on the bus, so like I don't like gas the people on the bus.
Of course.
Like, I was trying to be respectful.
So he
you know?
rushed
It's a
it.
respectable call. I like that one.
Yeah. So the bus is like 10 seconds away from me, and I fart, but it wasn't just a gas fart, bro. I had real liquids.
Yes,
come
we
out.
knew where this was going.
Hung my underwear down.
Oh my god.
It was so bad. So the bus slowly.
Yeah, no, dude. When you are trying to... Gosh, okay, I don't know. Guys, I don't talk about this stuff on the channel. I hate that I am now in this conversation. But yeah, the worst thing to do is try to rush gas. If you have gas to pass, the worst thing you can do is try to push it out faster to move forward in a situation. Holding it is not nearly as bad as rushing it, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
It was so bad. So the bus slowly creeps up, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I should get on or run home, because I was like, if I run home, the bus driver's gonna judge me and think I'm so weird. So I was like, I have to get on. It's gonna be so embarrassing if I don't. So I get on the bus with doo-doo in my underwear.
No, now you're triple stinking it up. You got bad breath and stinky breath.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, so I was like, I hesitated. I was like, should I sit down? I was like, oh, whatever. I can't act weird because people are watching me. So I sit down and like, it squishes. It felt so bad.
No, that's actually disgusting.
Dude, it was so bad. And like in my head, I was like, what am I doing? Why am I on this bus? And the bus goes like around my neighborhood for a little bit. So I had so many opportunities to get off and go home and change my underwear, but I never did. I just sat in my own poo all the way to the mall, which is like a transfer to go to my school. And it was so embarrassing.
Oh my god, that is foul.
Yeah,
dude.
so I finally get to the mall. I go to the bathroom.
All right, keep in mind, guys, at this point, he has not mentioned anyone noticing or anything like that. So is the embarrassment still yet to come? Or is the embarrassment just you knowing that this happened?
Yeah, so I finally get to the mall. I go to the bathroom, and I'm like so disappointed in myself. I'm so embarrassed. I just take off my underwear. I literally threw it into the corner of the stall. I felt so bad. In my head, I was like, I'm so sorry, janitor.
good.
And then I was like, all right, I need to go home. And I went home like sad. I was so disappointed in myself. And I finally got to school, and I still made it on time for school somehow. And the girl asked me, she was like, where were you? I was waiting for you like the whole morning. I was like, I just woke up
I
late,
just had a
you know?
stinky underwear. Oh, it's okay. I just had a stinky underwear. You know how it goes, you know. Oh, yes, of course. I understand. Sometimes I have a stinky underwear myself. It's okay if you're a little bit late because of the stinky underwear. It happens all the time. Oh, yes, just a stinky underwear. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I know, guys. I am not 3.
Where were you? I was waiting for you like the whole morning. I was like, I just woke up late, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah, good excuse, dude. Yeah. Why don't you tell me what really happened?
Yeah, it was a hard day knowing what I just went through. Okay, that's my story.
On an embarrassment scale?
No, Albie, you didn't kill me with your dragon flames. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I just have a compulsion to say things.
On an embarrassment scale, I give that a solid 7.5 out of 10. You got the poop story.
Yeah, about a 7.
I got the story.
Oh, God, look at us. What is wrong with us?
All right, so I'm not as old as you in my story, you know. I'm literally 6 years old in my story.
Oh, okay,
right,
that's
you know?
fair.
Yeah.
Story starts off, you know, I'm being, you know, a good boy. I'm just chilling at home, playing on the family computer, right?
Yeah.
And I'm playing Club Penguin.
Club
the best
Penguin.
game of all time at like 6 years old, right?
Yeah, that game was heat. That was good.
Bro, it was like my #1 priority in life. All right,
Bro,
anyways.
I was literally like just too early for Club Penguin. I was playing Neopets, all right? Me and the odd ones out can relate on this one. I was playing Neopets back in the day. Club Penguin was after my time, which sucks because I love penguins.
And I'm playing Club Penguin. The best game of all time at like 6 years old, right?
Yeah, that game was heat. That was good.
Yeah,
Bro, it was like
yeah.
my #1 priority in life. All right, anyways, so my mom comes down into the family room. She's like, all right, go clean your room. I'm like, okay, I will, Mom, I swear. She comes back, clean your room. Mom, I will, I swear. I'm just still on Club Penguin. I'm
no.
so deep into this, right?
The
And she comes
dopamine.
down a third time. And
Oh,
this time,
God.
no, she is sick the third time. She's like, go clean your room. Like, she's yelling as loud as she can. Starts threatening to cancel
Mom,
my
I'm
membership.
playing Club
My mom
Penguin!
threatening to take that away. That was like my whole life. If my penguin has no swag, like, I'll be ruined.
All the
If
hustle.
your penguin has no swag, that's literally negative riz, generational aura loss, and you get slimed out on the Club Penguin igloo. Literal complete penguin mogging. Broke maxing in Club Penguin, negative aura edition.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Okay, sorry. Listen, just because I don't say these stupid terms doesn't mean I don't know them, all right?
That was like my whole life. If my penguin has no swag, like, I'll be ruined.
All the huzz will go away.
But,
Yo.
I'm just sitting in my room. I'm supposed to clean, but I'm because I actually got to clean. You know, since my mom made me mad, I got to get back at her now. So I got to figure out a way to make her mad. I'm thinking, I'm just, going in circles around my room, my little 6-year-old brain, and it spawns the brilliant idea, all right? You know what my idea is?
What was your idea?
My idea is just to start in the corner of my room.
Why your room? It could have been your mom's room, the living room.
So, like, I'm expecting her to, like, come up in the room and, like, smell the, she'll clean it up, like,
What is the logic here? Honestly, dude, even at 6 years old, you should be smart enough to think of a different solution to the problem. Though, I will be honest, when I was 5 years old, there was one time when I was playing a video game and oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying this. I was playing Super Smash Bros. On the N64. The original, I think that is still my most played video game of all time. I think I've never put any more time into a video game than Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64.
If I can get him off the edge and then just back kick him to death, that's my goal here.
Oh yeah, the story. I did not want to get up to go to the bathroom, so I just went to the bathroom in my pants while playing the game. And my brother was the one babysitting me, so he had to... I know, listen, I'm not gonna mime it, even though I kind of just did. Gross. I can't believe I did that. There's a pause button, but that is the power of ADHD in one of the greatest video games of all time.
Like, smell the, she'll clean it up, like, I got you, Mom. Yeah, clean up my...
Wow.
That's a crazy line.
But unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. She literally doesn't visit me for the rest of the night. So I'm just sitting in my room while the is sitting in the corner, just reeking it up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like, my nostrils, they're begging for mercy as I'm trying to sleep. But I suck it up and, I finally fall asleep. But, the next morning, my mom finally comes in my room to visit me, right? And she instantly smells the... But instead of her, like, turning into a monster and, like, actually killing me on the spot, she gave me a piece of information that was vital to the rest of the story, all right?
Okay.
A little bit of context. At 6 years old, I just learned about bees, right?
Okay.
Bees, bees
are they like that smell?
Bees will sting you, they hurt you, they fly around. They're like the spawn of the devil, right?
Well, even nowadays, bees scare me. See, when I start tweaking.
Bro, I know, I just run away from...
Guys, if any of you guys are afraid of bees, here's my advice. Don't worry, guys. It's okay. It's just a bee. I know they can be a little bit spooky sometimes, but you're strong and you're tough. Obviously, if a bee's about to land on you, get out of there. But don't be afraid of bees, guys. It's okay. I don't really have an actual reasoning for that. I'm just saying... You can do it, guys. Bees are wonderful. They make honey, and we appreciate them for that. So I have to like bees. Oh my goodness, I just had the best idea ever. I do appreciate bees because I eat honey every day. And I feel like I really need to commemorate that in a shirt sometime. So you guys bear with me really quick. I think it is time that we design a new piece of merch. Okay, so we have our handsome gentleman. Wow, wonderful model. And then what I'll do, okay, something like, is this bee yellow? I should not be wearing sunglasses while doing something so important. That's a good yellow. Oh, I love yellows like that. Thank you, bees. Happy face. Okay, and I'm gonna move that. I put that in. I did not line that up very well. Something like that. And then we do a nice bumbly boy. And I gotta draw this so much better than that. And it's a happy bee. It's a bumbly boy. Yahoo! I'll just paint bucket these for simplicity's sake, something like that. Thank you, bees. Should I make a shirt like that? Because we honestly do owe bees an apology for being so scared of them, because they're pretty cool. Let me know if you want me to make this into a shirt. And if you want, I can release this version and a version that is like actually well designed by a real designer. If so, you gotta like this video and let me know in the comments, okay? If this video does not get enough likes, I will not do it. All right, back to the video.
Bees scare me. See, when I start tweaking.
Bro, I know, I just run away from them to this day. But my mom tells me that pee attracts bees.
Oh no.
So that's her counter threat.
My prediction was right.
If you don't clean that up, bees are gonna get attracted to your room. So anyways, my mom goes on to explain like how like the scent of the pee and like the color of the pee is yellow, right?
Brilliant.
Bees are yellow.
Brilliant.
So my 6-year-old brain, yellow, bee.
Bees!
Oh my god, they must be connected. So my mom, she would never lie to me, right? No, she wouldn't.
That's
Never
a
age 6.
brilliant
So I
idea.
waste absolutely no time. Like, I'm grabbing the first towel I can find, and I soak it in Dawn dish soap. You know what Dawn dish soap is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
I
is it
know,
still
I know
wet?
Dawn
Dude,
dish
yes.
soap. Yeah,
Oh
dude,
my
yeah.
god.
So I start scrubbing the corner of the room like I've never scrubbed.
Bro, that mom is brilliant. I'm gonna remember that one for when I have kids.
I'm scrubbing this because I'm deathly afraid of bees. Like this threat was
Yeah.
actually a genuine threat. So I'm scrubbing as hard as I can and the paint starts discoloring.
I'm just scrubbing the paint off the wall.
So,
On
you
the
know,
wall?
Safe to say that I guess my mom, she kind of won the battle.
She had the ultimate counterattack.
Bro, she forced me to sleep in my so I cleaned up my own and she scared me into thinking that bees spawned out of
You were
Wow.
a devious kid.
Yo, she won the battle, but I won the war because guess what I got to keep? I got to keep my Club Penguin membership.
Yeah!
That's the only thing that's important.
Incredible.
Yeah, honestly, I would give that like a 7. That's embarrassing to tell people that you in your own room. At least you were half my age. I was 15 when I. Okay.
That would be 1/3.
It was 15. You were a grown human.
when I was almost an adult. All right, let's bring it back to something that isn't involved with bodily fluids and us being disgusting.
Okay.
Finally, all right. What do you got for me?
All right, I was a little younger this time. I was 11 years old. I was in 5th grade. But yeah, this story is like a double whammy embarrassment.
Okay,
all right.
okay.
Wait on me.
All right, so like we said earlier, I went to a Chinese school, so like all my friends are like geniuses, and I don't know what happened to me, but I was just like a dumb kid. I don't know what happened. I was dropped on my head or something. But
Yeah,
I would just spend all my time.
The classic YouTuber thing. Yeah, guys, I'm so stupid. I don't know how to do anything. Everyone else is so smart, but me, I could never run a successful business and be an entrepreneur and be smart like that. It's just a different kind of smart, okay? You're clearly a very smart person if you created aCookieGod channel.
I was dropped on my head or something. But I would just spend all of my time playing Minecraft. I wouldn't ever do my homework or study. So every single time we got our report card, all of my friends would share their grade with everybody. So like everyone's crowding around and smiling like, yo, I got an A in math. Oh, I got an A in
sick.
science. And I would be the only kid just sitting at the desk, not sharing my report card. I wouldn't even open it. I was too scared. Like everyone would like look at me and the teacher would be looking at me. And like some friends would be like, yo, Kevin, what'd you get on like math class? And I would be like, I got a B. And like they're like, you haven't even opened it yet. I was like, yeah, I looked at it though. I just put it back in the.
Oh, he's
folder.
Oh, if you're
capping.
lying about getting a B, I already know you got something awful.
Dude,
A
it was probably like
D.
C- or
A
almost a
D.
D. And I'm Asian. I should be good at math.
Oh yeah, a B and an Asian.
Dude, I totally missed the whole sharing report card thing when I was younger. I totally forgot that was a thing when you get report cards and you have the homies and you're like, yo, what you getting this? What you getting that? Oh, I got an E. I got a C. I got a 7. I got a 6. But I feel like that's only a fun thing to do if you are in like the upper 50% of the class. Here's how I relate to this, where it's like,
I was a dumb kid. I'm dumb, but also...
let's not kid ourselves. Okay, how do I say this and not sound like a... I'm dumb, but I also obviously know what I'm doing. I was the dumb kid in the gifted class, okay? Out of my normal school, I was one of the like 3 people who was sent off to go to the gifted kids school. I don't know, because we're super creative or something. I don't know how they did it. So I was only with the like gifted elite whatever of the whole city. And by their standards, I was a dummy. Like I was the dumb kid in class, but it was the gifted class. So anyways, I think me and aCookieGod are more alike than I thought.
And I'm Asian. I should be good at math.
Oh yeah, a B in an Asian household, that's an F in any
Yeah.
other family.
Yeah.
So all my friends are
BF.
judging me because like everyone's just sharing their grade and I'm not. And the teacher just knows because like they made the grade. He just looking at me disappointed. It was horrible. So I didn't want to get the embarrassment a second time when I got home to show my mom my report card. So I had a genius idea here.
What's your idea?
Oh, we didn't get 'em.
How could you have
No
salvaged
report cards.
Dude, I thought I was the smartest kid ever. So I would get home before my mom gets home from work. So the second I got home, I came with this amazing plan. I took my report card
Not
and
the
I got
marker.
whiteout. So
No.
I'll take whiteout and I'll white out the C
What?
and the B's. I'll take like a black marker and I'll just write an A over top of the B.
That's insane.
No way. Are you?
That's insane.
Dude, I thought I did such a good job. I was like, this looks legit. I would like look at it at different angles,
That's
holding my report card up like
crazy.
far away from me, close from me. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. My mom would not even know at all. So I was so proud of myself. When she got home, my chest was pumped up. I had a huge smile on my face. I was like really proud.
Hey, Mom, you want to come see this? I bet you thought you were raising a big stupid idiot. Come check this out. Yo, he's ready to flex on his mom with his report card. He probably had a B-boy stance when she walked in the door. Hey, Mom, bet you ain't never seen nothing like this before. You gonna let me have 3 Club Penguin accounts after this?
She got home, my chest was pumped up. I had a huge smile on my face. I was like really proud.
Yeah, confidence is key.
I was like, here,
yeah.
Mom, this is my best report report card yet. So she's like, okay, let me see. I'm not even kidding. The second she opened it, she started bursting out laughing.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And I was like, what's so funny, Mom? Like, why are you laughing? Dude, her reaction was like every emotion that you can think of. I couldn't tell if she was like mad or laughing at me or like if she was about to beat me or just like disappointed. She was like going through it all.
Yeah.
Every single emotion just flowing.
Yeah, so
Honestly, if you were brave enough to even attempt this, you have some level of intelligence that no metric can measure.
yeah, so she starts bursting out laughing and I'm like confused. And then she starts hitting me.
No!
God!
I was like, what did I do? And then she would start laughing again. And then she'd like go silent and then look at the report card and then beat me again. Dude, it was a...
Wow. That kind of unpredictability is what gives kids trauma. All right. I see the humor, but I will not laugh at that because I do not condone the way his mom was acting there.
Dude, it was an emotional roller coaster. I'm never doing that again.
Safe to say she didn't buy that report card at all, huh?
I think I could have done a better job. It was so embarrassing. I remember she was
clearly.
telling my dad, and I could hear it across the room, and they were just laughing. Dude,
What a
I was
stupid
embarrassed for the
idiot!
whole day. It was horrible.
You know, there's no bodily fluids being left, so, you know, I'll put that straight at, you know, a 7 out of 10.
They're all 7s. It's all been 7 so far. But no, you know, your mom was never going to believe that report card because, dude, the difference between student writing and teacher writing, it's just a different universe. I feel like there's some people when they get to high school, they get like a more like proper way of writing. But if you're in elementary school, good luck doing teacher writing with your tiny child hands. It would never happen.
Well, my second story, it involves more bodily fluids.
Why? What is wrong with you?
Are boogers bodily fluids or are they like
Yes.
bodily gunk? Like, I don't know.
Bodily solids.
Solid
Before I start
bottles.
this story, a little bit of context. All right, so I got 2 cousins my age, right?
No
I'm
way.
around like 8 years old at this time, so you know, a little bit
That's
older
crazy.
than the first story. And you know, during these years of our lives, there was a little bit of a booger eating epidemic in the family. Okay?
The
No!
whole epidemic?
So my 2 cousins, they were chronic booger eaters. You know,
Ah!
they would go as far as to, like, taunt their moms. They would literally stand in front of their mom, start picking their nose, just digging for
No.
gold, right? And they'd pull out the most disgusting,
Ah!
gooey booger possible,
Oh.
and they would just straight eat it like it's a 5-star
Oh,
steak.
no.
Oh.
Just right in front of their mom, bro. They
they're
just did not care.
You gotta dig for diamonds in like the bedrock layer.
Word.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're pulling it straight out of their brain.
Oh my, they're going
Wow.
deep in there.
Meanwhile, you know, nobody knew if I was a booger eater or not. You know, I was kind of off the
Oh, you
radar.
were mysterious back in the day.
Yeah,
For the record, you guys, I have done a lot of nose picking in my day. Never in my life have I ever... Ugh, it's gross to think about. Never in my life have I ever eaten one of them. That's weird, guys. Please don't do that. Oh, gosh. Ugh. I actually can't think about it right now.
Oh, you were mysterious back in the day.
Yeah, I was a little mysterious, you know? So nobody knew if I actually ate my own boogers, but, you know, the suspicions were definitely there.
Yeah.
But little did they know, I was low-key evolving to something possibly worse than booger eating.
Oh,
Glue.
how do you get worse than that?
So
Glue.
instead of eating my boogers, right, I would put them at the bottom of the family desktop chair.
Oh my god.
I kept this up for so long that the bottom of the chair, it literally ran out of empty space.
Oh, no way. Okay, no way.
It was so bad to the point where, like, the boogers, they would just start falling off the bottom of the chair,
Oh,
and they'd be on
no.
the bottom of the floor every day.
Oh, those are pounds of boogers.
Oh,
It
no.
looked like straight dandruff just on the floor. I didn't get caught doing that, but it got to the point where, like, the chair was fully maxed out of boogers, right? So, like, I
Oh,
literally could not
guys.
put anything there, so I needed a new booger collection
Oh my
spot.
God.
You know, I'm sitting at the same desk, you know,
guys.
where I play Club Penguin, of course.
Yeah,
You know,
do it on
looking-
a Club Penguin iceberg. You know, that's actually would be an ethical spot to put your boogers on snow in the Arctic. Because, like, Mother Nature will take care of that. Though I guess they probably don't have icebergs and hills of snow just at their disposal while they're playing Club Penguin.
You know, I'm sitting at the same desk, you know, where I play Club Penguin, of course.
Word.
You know, I'm looking around, you know, I'm thinking, what's a new spot for my booger collection?
Oh,
Obviously
no.
not on the
Oh,
monitor,
no.
not on the keyboard, not under the desk.
Oh,
I did
no.
consider that one. I almost put them all under the desk, but I finally decided on the perfect spot.
Oh, no.
The wall! Right next to me! So, like, there's
And
a wall literally.
the walls will ooze green slime!
The walls will ooze green slime. Oh, wait, they always do that.
Right next to me. So like there's a wall literally a couple inches away from me, right? I'm like, oh, this will be a perfect spot. All right.
Oh.
So the days go on, just
Horrible.
start picking my nose, just straight rubbing boogers on the wall.
Just
Horrible.
smearing them on.
Just smearing them. They're crusting up.
Dude,
They're-
I
oh my
literally
God.
would not even tell this story. There's gotta be a better story than this disgusting behavior, bro. I'ma keep it real. When I was a little kid, I was not responsible with my boogers. But I would never tell that as a story. Honestly, I never would.
Just smearing them on.
Just smearing them. They're crusting up. They're, oh my God, it's disgusting. And let's just say it did not last long at all.
I would hope not.
So
would hope
I was
not.
rubbing, you know, a healthy amount of boogers on that wall, right? So like after about a week, that section of the wall, it is literally changing colors.
Oh.
So like the original
Horrible.
color of the wall,
Horrible.
it was like a cream white color, right? You know, just a nice, you know, modern little color, right?
Yeah.
And by this point, the wall is turning into like a Dijon.
The walls
mustard
ooze green
color.
slime.
Yellow. That's like actual disgusting boogers.
Like the nastiest yellow you can imagine, and that's what the wall was turning into. It was just a big patch of it.
Bro, I thought you were
Horrible.
building like slime blocks. You were doing honey blocks, bro. That's 10 times worse.
Oh, this is so disgusting. So my mom notices the wall, right? And I'm panicking because like, oh my God, like nobody's
my
ever caught my burger
gosh.
collection, you know? Like I'm supposed to be undercover here. And this is where like everything goes downhill.
Yeah.
I'm thinking my mom's gonna deal with it, right? You know, my mom usually deals with everything, but she does the unbelievable, right? She tells my dad.
Dude, not the dad, bro.
My dad,
no.
he was always super chill. Like he rarely got mad. But when he did get mad, bro, he turned into like the Hulk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
steam coming out of the ears, like shirts ripping. The dads are scary.
I was terrified. He was saying swear words that I couldn't even process, right? Like I would shrivel into like a little ball whenever my dad was mad. Just sit in silence. So my dad, he's like absolutely at this point because he literally painted that wall probably 3 months before this entire event
Oh,
happened.
no.
So this room is freshly painted. So I'm just sitting there in the background. I'm watching him scrub the wall. And I'm just, as he's scrubbing the wall, I'm just watching all these dried boogers just fall
Oh,
to the ground.
dude, what a crazy first impression for me to have on this dude. That writing the fake answers thing was like a blissful break from the bodily fluid stories. Cookie's stories here are good. This dude's stories, honestly, I'm entertained, but I am very grossed out.
So he's like absolutely disgusted. Like he's got like his shirt over his nose. So he, you know, scrubs off all the boogers, you know. But
Yeah.
unfortunately the wall is still damaged. So he has to paint over the booger section of the wall.
Oh, is there like bumps still?
my
No,
gosh.
there is no bumps, luckily.
Good
that wall
job,
has been
Dad.
completely overhauled.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I want to go to your house anymore.
But so like as my final punishment, the desktop table, you know, it kind of got moved to the center of the room. So my dad made sure I had access to no walls. where I could put
Why
boogers.
not just have no walls is what he said, not no wall. yeah. This is what happens when the person who animates the video and the person who talks in the video do not communicate. Anyways, how about the punishment is you have a tissue box on the desk? Has anyone considered that? Just have a tissue box and instruct maybe use the tissues for that instead of the wall or the chair. That's a solution that makes sense. Or you can even have some TP with you at all times. Some people call me crazy, but I keep that TP clutch with me on my desk and I have for years. Cameron can attest to this. This is how I live my life. I know it's probably kind of weird.
So my dad made sure I had access to no walls where I could put boogers.
No walls in like 5 feet vicinity.
But you know what I
Yeah.
still had access to after getting moved?
The chair.
I had access to the chair!
Chair.
And that was my
no.
secret stash for an additional like 2 years.
Oh, dude, do you still have that chair? I'll buy it.
I do not have that chair,
Oh.
unfortunately.
If you put it on eBay, you would sell it for good
That's
money.
horrible.
So literally every day I just had to be 100% certain to clean up any of the dried boogers that were on the bottom of the floor.
You were a devious kid, bro. Dude, I don't even know if that's embarrassment or just like impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give that like a 5. I'm more impressed, honestly.
5.
My last story isn't up with boogers. It's with It's with my farts again. I have a fart
Oh
problem.
my
Here we go.
goodness.
Here we go. This guy's got bowel movement problems.
Did a cookie god go on like ChatGPT and ask, hey, what theme of childhood embarrassing stories do kids like the most? And then ChatGPT was like, oh, farts, boogers. This is the prime stuff. Because man, I have watched so many embarrassing childhood stories animations, and I have never seen such a high concentration of bodily fluid stories ever in my life.
Here we go. This guy's got bowel movement problems.
Yo, this time nothing came out. All right, so I wasn't as young. I was in high school.
Oh, great. Another high school fart story.
Yeah, so this is like a brand new school. I only had like a few friends come to high school with me, but this school had like 3,000 kids.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Everybody was new, so I had to make brand new friends. I grew up with the same friends for like 9 years. So I had my first construction class. I like building stuff, you know, like I play Minecraft, right? So this was like the first class of just people I had no idea who they were, and there were so many white people, which sounds weird, but I just grew up with so many Asians. Like I saw all these white people, I'm like, whoa.
You had a little bit of a culture shock.
Yeah, I literally did. But anyways, I was like kind of friends with them. I wasn't super close. We would like talk sometimes. But what happens next really solidified us as friends.
Oh god.
So one morning, I went to construction class. The previous day, I have no idea what I ate. My mom must have cooked some like seafood or I don't know what. But I ate something and it made my bowels. It was like a battle in there. So we go to the classroom and we're just taking attendance. You know, I'm like holding it in because everyone's sitting around. I can't let out farts or everyone will know where it came from. So I'm like, please hurry up with this attendance. I need to go walk around so I can like let out some air, you know?
Yo, also, I'm gonna keep it real. As an autistic person growing up, I was not comfortable using public bathrooms until I was like 10 or 11, maybe 11 or 12. I never used the bathroom at school. And so you know what happened? I got so good at holding my bladder, it was insane. But if you are also autistic like myself and you are young and you do that, please break down that fear. It is not good to hold it all day. You should go to the bathroom if you have to go to the bathroom, okay? Please do your best to grow out of that. I know it's hard because the world is scary and we are autistic, but it's okay. You can do it, I promise.
Please hurry up with this attendance. I need to go walk around so I can like let out some air, you know?
Yeah.
So finally attendance is done and we walk to the big construction room and I just start ripping. So I'm like letting out these smelly farts. They're like gas chambers. And everybody was like, what is that smell?
Oh god.
Dude, I was dropping bombs.
Stinky.
And all my friends and random people were like covering their nose and they're like, who in the world did that? They're like, this smells so bad.
Yeah.
And like I was so embarrassed. I was like trying to stay away
Must
from
have
them.
been
and
that
just, like,
guy.
acting
Must
like
have been
I was
him.
smelling it too. And I was pointing fingers at people. I was like, what did you eat, bro?
Yeah.
So it kept happening for like 10 minutes. Like everyone
Honestly, I don't think in my entire life I've ever blamed a fart on someone else. I'm not that heartless. I feel like there's a code of ethics in this life that we live, and accusing someone else of farting is just not something you do. Such unnecessary cruelty, you know? Be kind to your fellow man.
So it kept happening for like 10 minutes. Like everyone was trying to find the culprit. And at this point, it was so embarrassing to where I was just like, I just embraced it. I was leaving green fart trails all around. I was speed walking everywhere. So nobody could tell like who it was.
Yeah, by the time it hit their nostrils, you were long gone.
Yeah. So eventually I just like went on with the joke and I would purposely fart around people and then just like pretend it was someone else. It was so disgusting.
Wait, so the joke actually turned into biological warfare. You were actually going up to people and farting on purpose.
Dude, I was gassing people.
Biological warfare.
Ah, you're a terrible human.
I know. Dude, honestly, I was so proud of myself that I never got caught. I was like the imposter among us. Like everybody was trying to find me and I was just like venting and like nobody could find me. And like eventually a day or two after I told them it was me, it was just a good old laugh. My teacher was laughing.
Yeah, if you aren't smelling it anymore, then you can like look back at it and laugh. But if you are in that situation, it is impossible to separate the art from the artist. Or sorry, the fart from the fartist. Oh my god, that's the best joke I've made all day. Oh my gosh. I swear I did not plan that. I was just riffing. Oh, RobertIDK, sometimes I don't know how you do it.
Eventually, a day or two after I told them it was me, it was just a good old laugh. My teacher was laughing, and like that's when me and my friends really became homies, is because of my farts.
That's how you truly become a homie. But I think the truest way of becoming a homie is hitting that subscribe button. And I just did that, and I'm gonna hit like on that too. And you guys, if you want me to do this again, you need to let me know. This is aCookieGod's channel. Here's a video I think you'll like, and here's a video YouTube thinks you'll like. Click on one of these two videos, whichever seems more appealing to you, A or B. This is your next video. Check it out, homies. See ya.